At the ARG in North Carolina, Charlotte, and we got our second place runner-up champion. What's your name and what'd you play?
John Tata. I played Android 17, Android 17, 18. This is the second event in a row I decided to play this deck. Played at Richmond and top 16 there. So that was nice. So I decided to run it back and play it here again with a few changes. The main difference is that Richmond was before black cards. So once the black cards came out, this deck and a lot of decks really changed, pretty significantly. So the main changes, which we'll get to, are of course the black cards. But you kind of change the deck the way that I played it anyway, which we'll get to. Let's just start off. So we'll start off with the cell cards, obviously, first. So the best cards in the deck, and the reason to play androids, is for the cell chain. So the way that I did it is I played 4 of the 3-drop cell, 4 of the 5-drop cell, and then 4 of the 7s. Now, a lot of people, and what I did at Richmond actually, was I played 3 7s and 3 5s. And what I found was happening was that I would draw either all the 5s or all the 7s. And you really want to make sure that you cell chain someone, or else it's very difficult to win your matchups, such as Soul Striker and the yellow decks as well, if they don't have a Bloodlust. So I think it's really important to play 4 5s and 4 7s. After that, you played 4 Android 20s. Again, at Richmond, I only played 3. I think a lot of people only play 3. The reason I played 4 is that I cut down on the androids, which we'll get into here. I played 4 17 3-drops, 1 17 5-drop. And then for the 18s, I was only playing 4 of the Twin Sister 18.
See, this is interesting. In my opinion, I feel like one of the best cards in the entire Android deck is the 5-drop that makes you discard a card, which is Twin Sister. I mean, the 18. So I don't understand, like, why you don't play it exactly. Can you give it a little
sure. So the reason why I decided not to play the Exterminating Terror 18, and I love that card. I think it's one of the best finishers of the game. But with the addition of the black cards, oftentimes the turn that you would play the 5-drop, which is like, say, turn 5 or 6, is the turn where you're really going to be playing Mass Sand and try to cell chain them on your kill turn. So that really made the need for the big 17 and the big 18 not really as needed. Now, it's still very good, and I wouldn't fault someone for playing the 5-drop. But this version here, you can find room for more black cards and more utility cards.
Fair enough. And there's a reason why you don't play the other 17?
Which others?
The non-promo.
Yeah, Chilling Terror I think is just much better. Without the 5-drop 18, the twin brother 17 loses a lot of appeal.
Okay, so that's why you don't play it.
Yeah, a lot of the times. The way that I won quite a few games was, cell chain them down low, and then play 17, attack, play 18, untap 17. Get 2 or 3 damage on that turn, and then follow it up with the Mass Sand and kind of finish them off. So that's how most games end, to be honest. 2 TNs because he's kind of necessary. This is my least favorite card in the deck. It's
Necessary Evil.
Yeah, the 2 combo cost is just really awkward. A lot of times you don't want to pay 2 to combo them. Sometimes you have to against Soul Striker, for example, Frieza decks. Sometimes they just want to awaken you. Golden Frieza especially, this card is the MVP against Golden Frieza, because otherwise you just can't awaken. So that's the green package. I also decided to play some red cards, which is the obvious 4 Kabbas. Decided to play 4 Mighty Mask instead of 3. I've seen a lot of people play 3.
You need the good energies.
Yeah. So the way that I was able to find room for the 4th Mighty Mask, the 4th Android 20, is really cutting down on the 17 as well as some of these other cards. So the Mighty Mask package is just what you would expect. 4 Trunks, 3 Goten, the red one, and then 1 of the green one.
Got at least 4 of each target. Huh?
Yeah. You want to have 4 of each target for sure. This is your energy. Oftentimes you'll play Mighty Mask turn 2 or 3, use them, get a Trunks and a Sun Goten, and a lot of times on turn 3 you can play it as your energy, or you can charge like an extra Android 20 or something. 3 Champas. Champa is, I kind of have a love-hate thing with Champa. I don't like that card that much. I actually board it out pretty often because a lot of matchups, you don't need it. But it's in there. It's won me some games, but I sideboard it out pretty often, actually. To go with Champa, we have 2 Miras. So I decided to play Mira over Trunks, which is an interesting decision, but with the early 3 drops here, you tend to be a little bit more aggressive. So what I really want to do is cell chain them and then Mira on that same turn, so they don't get to draw, back up to 4 or 5 cards. So the crit is very, very good. The deck is pretty redundant, so I don't feel Trunks is that great in a lot of matchups. So I went with Mira, and then two Mass Saiyan, which that kind of goes without saying. Mass Saiyan should be in pretty much almost every deck. It's a great finisher. Again, on the turn that you try to kill them, you try to cell chain, and usually have 1 leftover energy, which is perfect for Mass Saiyan. I tried to cut down on the 1-cost 10k combo cards, and most of the deck you'll notice is just 0 5ks, other than the obvious cell chains.
Because the deck seems to tap out a lot?
Yeah, you tap out quite a bit. Like turn 2, you're always tapping out for like this, or an Android, or a Mighty Mask. Turn 1, of course, you have a few plays. Turn 3, you usually have some mana left over, but oftentimes you play a cell if you have it. Because you're tapping out basically every turn, you don't really want to get stuck with a lot of 1 case or 10 case in your hand. So
get to the sideboard.
Yeah. Let me make some room over here. Cell chain out of the way. So the sideboard is so we'll start with the obvious cards I think should be in pretty much every sideboard at this point in the game. Is 4 Jackos.
I saw 4 of those as well.
Yeah, this card came in I'd say almost every matchup. The only matchups that I didn't sideboard in Jocko would be, what did I not sideboard in against? I don't even know, to be honest. I sideboarded in against Frieza, sideboarded in against Soul Striker a lot of times. Because, the way that these games play out is, they get really low, and your opponent kind of gets a little panicked that they have to kill you, or else, they're going to die. So they try to move all in, and a lot of times you just get them with Jocko. This won me a game against Mecha Frieza. In the top 16. I know it won me games in Swiss against Soul Striker. It's just a really, really good card. 2 Father Sons. Another way to kill Cell. It's really good in the Cell matchup, obviously really good against androids. Something you could do, and I didn't ever do it because I didn't think it was necessary, but I've seen some people board this in against Soul Striker to be able to kill a Kale on turn 4 if they play it, or a Gotenks on turn 5.
I had a guy sided in against me.
Yeah, I mean, it can be pretty effective, but it's dead if you draw it late, and this deck you don't want any dead cards ever. So, it's something that I didn't really do. 1 Expanding Tear 17, or Energy 17 for the discard matchups. I didn't play any Broly or any discard decks, so I didn't really ever need it, but it's there. 2 Android 16s. This card is very good against androids because a lot of times they only play 1 or 2 of the Family of Justice Son Goten, so they have a really hard time killing them, and they don't really want to cell chain to kill an Android 16. If you can combo to keep them alive, it's even more of a blowout, but that's basically in there for androids. 1 more Son Goten Family of Justice. Second one's really good against androids. It's really good against decks that try to kill you with their 3 drops. 3 Kales. Kale is a card that I like to board in when I have a lot of dead cards. A lot of matchups, Tien's dead, so you can board him out. Kale kind of shines there. I like him against Soul Striker a lot too because they have a lot of 1 drops. It's really good against like Vegeta. It's okay, certain versions, but this card is actually surprisingly good against Soul Striker because they don't ever expect it. And you can kill just another way to kill Gotenks basically. And then 2 Trunks. Those come in every matchup where Kale comes in just for more targets to sack to it.
You can take out Mira, right?
Yeah, take out Mira, put in the Trunks. This is a pretty easy swap. You know, when you're playing against like really grindy matchups, like Soul Striker, for example, is really grindy. So you take out Mira, put in Trunks, and then put in the Kales too. So throughout the day, throughout Swiss, I got pretty lucky early on. I played against 3 Soul Strikers and the Vegeta in my first 4 rounds. Actually played against Anthony round 2. So I started off 4-0. After that, hit a rough stretch, ran up against the Mecha Frieza, which was going to happen eventually, got crushed. Lost to a Soul Striker actually in round 6, so I went to 4-2, and then after that I was able to right the ship and play some mirror matches, which I was able to win, and 1 more Soul Striker. I was able to beat that. Today, let's see, top 32, what did I do? Play against...
Me.
Yeah, played against Trey. Top 32, beat him. Sure he'll talk about it at some point, but he misplayed pretty badly game 1, and then
it was pretty bad.
Yeah,
I gave him the win. Yeah. Basically.
Game 2.
That's a good friend.
Yeah, well,
basically game right
there. Game 2 wasn't really close, but I guess that happens sometimes. Top 16, played against Mecha Frieza. I was able to beat him actually. You know, it's funny.
Hard matchup.
Yeah, very hard. It's funny. The game that I lost against a Mecha Frieza is the game that I was able to cell chain. I actually still lost that game. So that was unfortunate. Top 8, played against Vegeta. Top 4, played against Vegeta. Beat Anthony again for the 2nd time.
How easy was it?
Yeah, pretty easy.
He's pretty free. Very free.
Yeah, very free.
Free.
And then the finals, I played against Mecha Frieza, and of course you guys could watch that video on the stream. And it was very unfortunate. It was a very frustrating match, but it is what it is. I'm still trying to figure out how I lost game 2, but it happened, and we got 2nd place. So, thank you.
All right, any shout-outs?
Shout out my team, of course, Kitchen Table Meta, our sponsors, Ultimate Guard, Super Collectibles, Andrew Leonard is the owner there. Of course, my teammates for helping me test the deck. We had a pretty good showing this time and hope to do a lot better. And the 5K coming up in August. I think we're all qualified, except for me actually. I am not qualified for the 5K yet because I've been playing in regionals and making top cuts. So we'll try to qualify at the last chance qualifier.
All right, thanks for the deck. We're foul now. See you guys in the next regional.